That should be good. That should be lovely. That should be doing everything that we need it to do. Okay. I'm not getting distracted this time. Unlike last time. Unlike last time, where we got hardcore distracted and I didn't do the Shadow Temple, and instead I did a bunch of other stuff, and I, just did everything else. So this time, yes, for realsies, we're gonna do the Shadow Temple. This time, for realsies, yes. I know we said we were gonna do the Big Goron's quest. I don't want to do that. I want to do that. I'll do Big Goron's quest when we do right before we do Spirit Temple. Does that mean that we're not going to have Big Goron's sword for the Shadow Temple? Yes. But was I really going to use it? Probably not. Hello, Ocean Forest. How are you? How are you feeling? How is your lovely, lovely evening? Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. I'm just laying out the law of the land, what we're going to be doing. For the stream. You got a new truck. Mike Truck. Hello, Inthafin. How are you? How are you? Welcome to the stream. I'm just laying out what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do. Hello, Aki. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Wow, there are a lot of you guys coming in. So, yesterday, I kind of established that we were going to do the Big Goron Sword quest. I don't know if I want to do that anymore. I think we're gonna do... Look at my pathetic little broken knife. I think we're gonna do the Shadow Temple. It gives me a clear goal. And it gives me a dungeon to complete, which is always fun. We love when we complete dungeons. And then we can do Monday night, we finish out Big Goron's sword and the pose. How does that sound? Yeah, Shadow Temple time. Everybody's here. Let's do some shadows. If I remember the song. If I remember the ding ding song. Look at all of our songs. Look at all of our songs. We got so many songs. We're such a collector of music. Okay, so I probably won't remember that. Oh, never mind. We got it. We're fine. We're fine. We're totally okay. Everything's good in the world. And then warp to the graveyard. Warp to the spooky thing. And then we're probably just going to do the Shadow Temple, however long that takes us. I'm not expecting it to take us a ton of time. I'm not expecting a very long stream tonight. I always say that. And then we end up going like 2.5 hours. So take that with a grain of salt. Take that with a massive grain of salt. But you never know. Oops, my bad. My bad. Yes, I know. I know about the Eye of Truth. We need to use our spooky eyeball in here. What is the fake? What is the fake door? I don't know about truckload of salt. Oh, I see. I see what they mean. We need to make the bird face this guy over here because he's the only real man. But, and this is a big but, we don't have the means to get across that gap. So we need to go... Who's this guy? Who are you? Who is this snazzy individual who's been stuffed into the wall? One who gains the Eye of Truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. Okay, so he wasn't real. But these are real snazzy little men. Okay, look at their blinking eyeballs. Shadow Temple. Here is gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Huh? No, he's real. That's true. That's true. You guys saw that. It passed the Lens of Truth test. This is where all of Hyrule's hatred and greed is stored. This is where every other Princess Zelda committed genocide. Shadow Temple. Here is your friend already said that. Your friend already said that. Now you said it again, and now the news is not. It's not new. It's not new, so the shock is gone. He wasn't real! That's why he was saying the same thing. Yeah, they're all saying this. Oh, he wasn't real neither. Okay, so we have 2 ways to go here. Through the skeleton men. The skeleton men. What is hidden in the darkness? Tricks full of ill will. You can't see the way forward. Okay. Evil pots! These pots fight back. How terrifying. Okay. What is hidden in the darkness? Tricks full of ill will. You can't see the way forward. Do you think you had you could see John Cena? It depends on if he's true or not. Is John Cena true? Shadow Temple. Here is gathered. Okay, so a lot of these guys are just saying the same thing over and over again, and the shock has really worn off. Okay, let's go through this door. I don't know what the last door... It's the man. It's the spooky man. Okay, I'm gonna show you this strategy. So, here comes the evilest man in the game. We're gonna kill him faster, because we have the... Ah! No! Let go! Let go! Let go! Don't touch. Hello. Hello, beast. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, you so want to chomp? You so want to get a zesty chomp? No, stop it. Yeah, you're so scared. Ow! He bit me anyways! Yeah, there he goes. So he's gonna go into the dirt here, right? There he goes. He's rumbling in the dirt. That's not what I wanted to do. So, you see that dark spot? We can't see it without the lens of truth. But since we have the lens of truth... my bad! My bad! Okay, let's see. Use the lens of truth. And he has to emerge. And we don't have to get grabbed by the creepy hands. Don't bite me! Don't bite me! Don't bite me! Don't bite me! Wow, you don't do a lot of damage. All your ow, my bad. All your scariness is kind of like taken out when you realize you don't do a lot of damage. Ow! No! What do you guys think? Should this guy have done like 9 hearts of damage per hit? He should have done... Did you like your songs? I didn't listen to them. I apologize. I apologize. You put them in the Discord and I didn't listen. I apologize. He should one-shot you? Yeah, let's just make him one-shot. That would be awesome. I feel like he'd be a great mini-boss if he one-shot us. Oh, you get the hover boots that early? The downside, no traction. You can even use these to walk for short periods where there is no solid ground, hence the name hover boots. Be brave and trust in the boots. Alright, you guys ready to get slippy and slidey? Everything's like ice. Everything's like ice. The dinosaurs... Oh, I know the Moist Critical song because I really like that animator. When you posted it, I was like, oh, hey, it's that guy. One who gains the Eye of Truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. I like that animator. I like their style. Their Adobe Flash animation was really fun for me. So I remember one nipple at a time. Ooh! Huh. Yeah, you're dead. That was where the noises the boots were making. That was not me. That was the boots. I don't know what you're talking about, Baritone. Those were the boots. Bad men! No! We did it. We're the best. We're the best. I would have been so sad if this room gave nothing. I would have been so sad if this room gave nothing. But that's a lot of bones. I just realized that the wall texture is all skulls. Hyrule... Was this the place of a genocide? This is looking a lot like Rwanda. I don't know about that, Hyrule. That's a little bit dark. Welcome to Paris. But this is where all the hatred and cruelty is stored. In France, they wear their hatred and cruelty on their sleeve. I don't know if you can aptly compare it to the, Okay, and here's the gimmick. Well, look at that. Isn't that fun? We're never taking these boots off, by the way. We're now hover boots. I'm pretty sure one of Linkle's weapons in Hyrule Warriors is the hover boots, by the by. Explode. Huh? Explode. That's weird. He took a direct hit and then did not die. Okay. Yes, and they're awesome? Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Good item. They should have brought the hover boots back. Why did the hover boots never come back? Ooh, fake wall. Fake wall. Watch out. The wall here is fake. Gibdos. You want to see a fun thing about Gibdos? You want to see something cool about Gibdos? Here, watch something cool about Gibdos. I missed. Oh, never mind. Don't touch. Ow, ow, ow. I was trying to burn their wrappings. I know you can burn their wrappings in Majora's Mask. I don't know if you can burn their wrappings in this. Okay. I was trying to burn their wrappings, but maybe you can't do it without a Deku Stick. Wait! We have another source of fire. I forgot about this source of fire. Will this hit him? He's on fire. Aw, it didn't burn his wrappings away. I know there's a way you can burn their wrappings away. I know there is. I don't know if it's in this game or if it's only in the next one, but you can burn their wrappings away and it reveals a re-dead underneath. Nope, nope, nope. I was about to do it again. I was about to mistake the Prelude of Light for the Sun Song. You know, I was younger, you enjoyed a shop company known as Moonbeam Entertainment. I have never heard of Moonbeam Entertainment. What did they do? What did they make? I never really paid a lot of attention to production companies growing up. I never really had like DreamWorks, Pixar, Disney. I didn't really notice the differences between the films. Pixar. Everything was just a VHS that I put into my VHS player. I only became privy. They made various straight-to-VHS movies of questionable quality. Sounds awesome. Sounds amazing. Sounds great, even. Okay. We're gonna need to blow this guy the freak up. Oh, does he just have 2 hit points compared to... Huh. Okay, Navi. Because those are not... Oh, this is a fake wall. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I was like, but those aren't fake walls. Oh, yeah, one of them is. I could have just looked at the map and... Oh, my! Prehysteria and Josh Kirby Time Warrior. Would those be good things to review? Ooh! Yeah, you can't cut my head. I can do a little thing. This is a very interesting room. I feel like that should have cut me. That should have cut me. Come on. Dang it. Did you guys see that? I don't think that was supposed to happen. Did you guys see that? Nice. A little bit of a hover. I knew about Pixar because my dad always mentioned when the movie we were watching was a Pixar movie. Unless this is just... You can just do that. Can you just do that? You can! Then what's the point of this? Did your dad like Pixar movies? Or was it just like a, huh, this is Pixar? Huh. Spider! But I don't think I can get to it. Well, Prehistoire was a series about tiny dinosaurs who liked raisins, living with various kids who had to hide them from their parents who just don't get it. They don't get the dinosaurs, and they never ever freaking will. You'll like them a lot more than the... Well, yeah, they're very good family movies. This wall, it's saying something. It says, if you want to see the ferry to the other world, come here. And is this what it's saying? Yeah, if you want to see... Hey, if you want to see a big boat... If you want to see a big boat, come on over here. I hope you like our big honkin' boat. What are you doing in my Zelda? I need to take a ferry to the underworld. Pixar was really the master of the family movie, which is something I think has, I don't know. There's probably tons of family movies still being made. I feel like there's this, supposed to be a treasure chest in here? Oh, it's right here. My bad. You wanted to work for Pixar a lifetime a while? Then there's Pet Shop. It's a movie about aliens selling alien pets in exchange for kidnapping the kids who... What type of exchange is that? What do you mean in exchange for? It feels like the kids are just losing. So the kids pay money to buy a pet and end up kidnapped by aliens? That doesn't feel like an exchange. That doesn't feel like an exchange at all. What do you mean in exchange for? I bet they feel so cute when the entire, yeah, but the aliens do. That's still not an exchange. The aliens know that's gonna happen. That's still not an exchange. I bet they feel really cute when they make every single floor of a dungeon the basement. I bet they feel really cute when they make every single floor of a dungeon the basement. They're like, teehee, it's all underground, so it's all a basement. I'm like, okay. Sure. But even underground, doesn't that just become the first floor of the dungeon? I don't know, man. So weird that they have 2 hit points here. I guess that makes sense that they would have 2 hit points. Okay. So... yeah, it's just basements all the way down. It's just basements all the way down. Let's try playing a song. Does that work? Are the spirits lulled to rest? No. No. Can we bomb it? Oh, that's one of the fake walls. Oh, we can just blow it up. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. No notes. We can just blow it up. We can just blow it the frick up. Should have known the entire time when we can just blow this up. Ah! I couldn't stop myself because of the, Yeah, you can have that. I couldn't stop myself because of the friction from the boots. Or the lack thereof. This time I knew. I like that the hook shot can just immediately kill Skulltulez. Oh! I wasn't expecting the third one. Rule of 3, guys. Rule of 3. Rule of 3. There's going to be more than 2 speed either. I want to look at those rats. Rats. That's an interesting little creature. Rats. No, spider. I should have known. I should have known there was a spider. Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. It's about an average kid who gets kidnapped by E.T. and Doc Brown in a time-traveling adventure. Along the way, they're joined by Xena, and they have to travel through space and time to defeat a guy in time-traveling power armor to claim the MacGuffin. Hey, quick question. Those aren't public domain characters, right? Did they have the licenses for that stuff? Or... did they have the licenses for that stuff? Or were they just doing something deeply illegal? Copyright-friendly versions. Okay, so they were off-brand versions of those characters. That's still really interesting. Hey, I don't think this dungeon was designed with OSHA in mind. I really don't think this dungeon was designed with OSHA in mind. Okay. It was obvious who they were meant to represent. Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely, it makes sense. Are those fake? Fake platforms? Or like real platforms, but hidden from... oh, there was a bubble. I bet you guys didn't know there was a bubble. Nintendo! Who do you think they sourced the skulls from? I don't know who they sourced the skulls from. This was really rude of them. This was really rude of them to make me travel all the way back here. No! Take it! Take it! Do not go up into the ceiling. Beast. I want to go over the top. Heck yeah! No! Dang it! Drop 3 hearts. Aww. The first episode involved them going back to medieval time, where they have to fight against knights riding T-Rex. Was this series perhaps created by a 12-year-old smashing action figures together? Oh, come on. My stupid boots. My stupid boots. Turns out friction's really helpful for traversing. Because that's what it feels like. Friction's pretty useful for traversing areas, guys. I don't know if you knew that, but it's proving itself to be true. To be true. Ow! No. Oh, hey. This is gonna be difficult because I have no friction. Did you see that jump attack? Episode 2 of them had to go to Planet of Giants that decided to put them in a terrarium. That is someone's fetish. That is someone's fetish. Bye! Oh, is he still alive down there? Hello, sir? Well, there's the bubble bouncing around down there. So it is realistic that the enemy doesn't have a death plane down there. It is realistic that the enemy does not have a death plane down there. Let's go into this door and see what's inside. Let's go into this door and see what's inside. It's a Resident Evil save room. Okay, what's in here? A like. Ow, what the frick? Okay. That was kind of scary. Maybe I should have known that, like, you shouldn't trust the big empty room. I'm actually going to take the boots off here, guys. I know, I know. And we're going to put on the green tunic so that if we get eaten by the like, we don't lose our tunic. Okay, it's over there. That guy dropped a lot of hearts. No, 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 no. I bet you're so hungry, but you're so stupid and you're gonna die. Oop! 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 Yeah, yeah. Ow! I got hit by the invisible knife. Knife guy, knife guy. It feels weird to see green on Link. It feels weird to see Link in green because I've been playing him with the other tunics almost the entire time. It was a very dumb... They were sent to a place where toys were people, like Raggedy Ann. How many of y'all watched Raggedy Ann? Knife Man Guy. What is that from? What is Knife Man Guy from? Why is that familiar? How many of y'all have seen, Ooh, spider. That's a gold sculptor. YouTube videos? It's from YouTube videos? It felt Ow. It felt familiar. Isn't that the cartoon with the candy monster? It might have a candy monster in it. Does it have a candy monster in it? Riot Shield Man and Knife Man Guy. It's a Call of Duty thing, isn't it? I think it's a Call of Duty thing, because Riot Shield Man. That scratches a little part of my brain. That scratches a part of my brain. Hey, he's back. Are you gonna do something, brother? You gonna do something, brother? Nice. Old Shorts from Clever Games, I think the channel was called. Old Shorts from Clever Games. I can't say that I'm super familiar. I can't say I'm super familiar. What's the view? If you have access to the video, what's the view count sitting at? I'm interested. Okay. You know, we still haven't gone to get ice arrows. We haven't gotten... I mean, the Gerudo training ground is probably a stream of in of itself, isn't it? What do you guys think? All of those who have completed the Gerudo's training ground, is that so? You're sitting on it. You're sitting on it. Prawley. Anyway, do you think you're ever going to check out Josh Kirby Time Warner? You can spoil the end of the series. Even if I check it out, you could spoil the end of the series. Because I don't watch things. I don't watch things. Only one with the Eye of Truth will find the stone umbrella that protects against the rain of blades. Okay? Esoteric nonsense. Oh, the stone umbrella, which protects against the rain of blades. There it is. We found it. Is there something cool back here? No. Doc Brown was evil and the neat guy in power armor was the good guy all along. Say it ain't so. I will not go. Turn those lights off. Carry me home. That's what that twist makes me feel. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. That's what that twist makes me feel. Foible. That's what it sounds like to me when you pick up a piece of art. If it sounds like foible. Don't hit me, I'm a good boy. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No! I don't need the Eye of Truth to see the storm of blades. I don't need the Eye of Truth to see the storm of blades. I am beyond that. Those original videos aren't available anymore. What happened to them? What happened to the channel? That's really fascinating. They're not available anymore. They're not available anymore. Wow, that's always sad. That's always sad. To me, is the channel, like, blasted? Was it destroyed? That's always fascinating, when, like, a channel just disappears from existence. You know, I know a lot about what happened to the channel history. It's peak YouTube history. Do explain. Do tell. No holds barred. Let me hear it. Lay it on me. I am a little gossip freak. I am a little gossip freak, and you are bringing me the gossip. I want to know. Okay. They probably want us to do, they probably want us to do hover boots there. Basically, the company that owned the channel was super shady. They were the same one who ran Smosh into the ground. It was like one of those, like Machinima, where it was owned by a company. Interesting. Interesting. There's gotta be a treasure chest around here. But where? Where treasure chest? Is it down on the floor? This is not a secret treasure chest. This is a real treasure chest that's just out in the open. And it's 5 rupees, which is so exciting. We love getting 5 rupees. Oh, there it is. Okay. Is it a small key? Is that why we're here? Yes, they were called Defy Media, and they completely collapsed around 28. That's not that long ago in YouTube terms. That's really not that long ago in YouTube terms. So all those original videos were just, like, completely obliterated and destroyed. I'd be so mad if I was a creator. I would be so mad if I was the creator. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. The next death battle makes you excited? I never really got into death battle. What's the next death battle? What is the next, who is going to be death battling? Who is going to be fighting to the death? We've talked about power scale. Sag. Okay, those are 2 animes. Those are 2 animes. What are the animes from? Those are 2 animes. Those are both anime boys, I bet. Those look like male Japanese names. Male Japanese names. Yu Yu Hakusho and Bleach. I do know that both of those are classics. Like, those are classics of, anime history. I know Yu Yu Hakusho and Bleach are both classics. Is Bleach still... Whoa, what the frick? Oh. Is Bleach still going? I don't know much about Bleach, actually. It doesn't seem like one. I know that Yu Yu Hakusho is probably not going anymore. Who are you rooting for? Who do you want to win? Who do you think's gonna win? Invisible chest? Yusuke, because I never watched Bleach? Yeah, that's fair. The only one that's gonna win is the guy I like better. The guy I like more is gonna win. Because I like him more. I don't know. I like power scaling because I think it's funny. I think it's a funny practice. I don't know why so many people treat it like gospel. Treat it like gospel. They go, yeah, that's like true. That funny number I signed is true. Clever Games was essentially the precursor to Smosh Games. A lot of the cast became Smosh Games, and so Defy defeated a lot of their content at a certain point while they still owned it, I assume to contain their brand. Yusuke is pretty broken though, however I know yeah, well that's like all anime. All anime is BS with power scaling. It's whatever works for the situation. It's called being a shonen. Shonen are always like that. Is that like, are those the main characters of their respective thing? Are like those the pro tags of their thing? I'm assuming I need to put a bomb in there. Yeah. Ooh, key. Key. Yusuke is a spirit detective and Ichigo is a reaper. See, I never watched and or read Bleach. So that doesn't mean anything to me, but I'm sure it's a very cool thing he does. Is it like the Reapers and Soul Eater? I'm pretty sure there's Reapers and Soul Eater. That's another one that I did not watch. But boy, was that one popular when I was in high school. A lot of people liked Soul Eater, because I think it was on Netflix. And it was really easy to access since it was on Netflix. Meow. Honestly, the roles of analogs are each other in their respective universe, so they both kill supernatural monsters. Is that their... They both kill supernatural monsters. I know that they must have... again, the only anime that I watch and enjoy... Oh, what the heck? This would be a puzzle for Iron Boots in other Zelda games. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. I'm a good boy! 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 You definitely fell into the Soul Eater hole. Did you ever get out? Okay. I don't know. I just didn't watch anime. Still typically don't. I don't know how many times I'm gonna reiterate that, but I feel like Soul Eater was super easy to access, and that's why you saw it. Like a lot of people like it, and it was also probably pretty good. You watched half of it. Can you call it getting into the hole if you watched only half of it? I feel like you didn't fall into the hole very much if you only watched half of it. But who am I to judge? I don't know. There's a tons of games that I say I love that game. It was awesome. But then like I fell out again. Ah! That was lame. That was lame. This is a lame dungeon for babies. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. No Michael Jackson. 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 If I wasn't waiting for that heart, I could have gone on freely, but my greed, my own greed, sickens me. It sickens me. I must have. It sickens me. I must have. You should go back and finish it and see if it's any good. Sword Art Online was also big when I was in high school. I feel like Rosario plus Vampire was one that I was told, no, you can't watch it. Orin High School Host Club was also big. Mostly just the stuff that you could easily stream on Netflix. I know that Naruto and Dragon Ball were both huge. You could watch them on Adult Swim, I think. Tsunami. Pulling a Guardians of the Galaxy with a Dark Dimensions power source. He did a dance battle with it. No! No touch! No touch! Ooh, treasure chest. Here, I can hear the spirits whispering in this room. Those who have sacred feet should let the wind guide them. Then they will be led to the hidden path. What sacred place? Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. I deserve not to be shot. I see. Ah! No! No, he grabbed it and utilized its energy, despite it being said to be lethal to anyone but the big bad evil guy. And then his friends grabbed his hands and reached off him so they could utilize its full power. I kind of really hate the stupid fire. Okay, this time we did it right. So many doors. Too many doors. Ooh, can we blow this up? This scar in the earth. This bone scar. There's a hidden chest here, isn't there? Yeah. You know, I don't like that Guardians of the Galaxy 2 retroactively makes Quill's handling of the Power Stone less cool. Because now it's like, oh, he held on to it not because he was, you know, a cool human with a lot of willpower. He held on to it because he was half god. The only reason he could hold on to it was because he was half god. That's kind of lame. At least he still held hands with his friends, and there was like a symbolic thing there. But it was still like, oh, he could do that because he was half god. Oh, not because he was, you know, he really wanted to beat Ronan. I don't know. I gotta ask a question. All you comic book nerds out there. All you comic book nerds and weirdos and freaks and geeks. How do you feel about Marvel movies having a tendency to simply kill the villain of the film? How do you guys feel about a Marvel movie's tendency to simply kill the villains of their films? What is the vibe on that? I sneezed. Sorry. I had to sneeze. I had to sneeze. Sorry. There's a spider, and I'm worried that the spider is going to be... You know, like, if the boots are actually frictionless, this would be so hard to do. Actually hold on and pull this block to actually get it to move. This would be nearly impossible, I think. I think it's bad. Not that anybody asked. Not that anybody... I bet there are tons of people who are typing out in-depth opinions about how they feel about Marvel movie villains being killed the second they're introduced. I bet there are a ton of people who are typing their in-depth opinions about it. But I'm gonna just state and go, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. And I know it's like they need to have the bad guy, like, be defeated. Narratively, they need the bad guy to be defeated. But I just don't... I just don't really think it's a good idea, like, for the longevity of it, right? And you can kind of see that, where they got rid of everybody's big villains, and some of them they just horribly mishandled. And now, what do? You cast Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom honestly needs his own movie. Like, in my humble opinion, Doctor Doom needs a whole movie of preparation. You can't just drop him in there. You can't just go, yep, here he is, he's a bad guy. You gotta build up. We need a Doctor Doom origin story movie. Because the average moviegoer is not gonna know what this technologic wizard from Latveria is. They're not gonna know. And I think that's why they cast Robert Downey Jr. Because they were like, we're not gonna be able to sell Doctor Doom to the normie, to the average moviegoer. So it has to be a face they recognize for them to actually put their butt in this seat. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? I want to know. Whoa, that was a big jump. Was that because we're moving on the boat? Yeah, it has to be, because if I jump the other... Isn't that not how physics works? Isn't that not how physics works? Like, I wouldn't be held in one place if I jumped like that. He's gonna reconstitute that man unless we kill this one. Bink! This sink is Bink is sinking! Bink! Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think that, like, making movies right now must be so freaking hard. Because cinema sales are not where they have been, and are probably not going to go back to where they were at their heights. I don't know when they're going to, if they are, right? But at the same time, I think it's absolutely worth making movies still. But, like, because art is judged by how much money you can get off of it, that means a lot of movies are being judged by how many butts they get into seats, which means that they have to cater to the lowest common denominator that you can get. There's a little guy somewhere around here. And you just gotta fill up the seat. You just gotta fill up the seat. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not seeing a lot of opinions in chat, so I'm just kind of rambling. Which is fine with me. I don't mind being able to ramble, per se. I was just interested in what other people had to say about it. Unless there was, like, a catastrophic destruction of chat, and nobody can respond, and I can't see it anyways. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that did happen. I like that Navi can still see them, even while they're invisible. Little chest probably has a little key. 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 That's my song about a little key. I hope you guys liked Ode to a Little Key. Invisible wall. I want to see someone beat this dungeon just without the Lens of Truth. That would be really funny. I bet you could. I bet you wouldn't be... Like, if you could have just a general knowledge of where things are, you could do it. Spider! Spider! Gold Skulltula. Gold Skulltula. We need bombs. How many spiders do we have? I want to say... Oh, was that every gold Skulltula in the dungeon? Really? Already? Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty crazy. I think movies are lame unless I like the movie, then it isn't lame. I mean, I like the honesty. I like the honesty there. What movies aren't lame to you? I've been thinking about rewatching Hunchback. I've been really thinking about rewatching Hunchback. I think Hunchback is one of my favorites from a, like, animated movie. Good movies. That's so descriptive. That's so descriptive, and you're so funny. Shrek is Shrek. I love just the confident, yeah, I like Shrek. I think Shrek's really good. That's awesome. I love that. Hey, do you guys, have any of you seen Over the Hedge recently? Have any of you seen Over the Hedge recently? I am always thinking about Over the freaking Hedge. You know what I mean? And one of the things that I was thinking about is that that movie's actually pretty good. Dare I say it, it is a good family movie. I'm a big fan of family movies. I'm a big fan of movies like... Okay. Okay. How do we affect this room? How do we affect this room? Obviously, we need to get to the other side there. There's no other way into this room. You can't destroy it with bombs. If you run into the wall, you get ouchied. How do you do this room? I thought that maybe there'd be a way to... go over them with the long shot. But it does not seem to be so. How do you do this room? Huh. Stupid freaking... That has to be... How do you do that room? That's the last room. That's the last room we have to figure out. Okay, so let's let it... How do you do this room? How do you do this room? How do you do this room? Interesting. Wait, how do you do this room? Okay, no. How do you do this room? Huh. Am I missing? Well, yes, I'm missing something, but what am I missing? What am I missing, my friends? What am I missing? How do you do this room? You can't blow up the wall. You can't stop it. You can't go over it. Doesn't seem like you can go through it. There's no lens of truth. You just take damage if you touch it. I have a key. I have a small key. But I have a small key to what? What? What does this mean? The walls seem pretty dry. Are you saying that they can be... Like, this is supposed to... How are you supposed to figure that out? Realistically, how are you supposed to figure that out? Can you use fire arrows for it? Do fire arrows do anything? Interesting. I would have never have tried that. Why does Din's fire do so many things, but... Fire arrows do nothing. Why are fire arrows so sad? That's so sad. I was like, oh, they can be caught fire? Then fire arrows, right? No. Required for game completion, Din's fire? Yeah, you gotta get it from the lady. The scary lady. Well, we're probably gonna complete the Shadow Dungeon in an hour. That's pretty awesome. Can I ask what this does? Okay, well, we'll have Nehru's love equipped. I would never have gotten that you burn the walls. How were you supposed to figure out that you were supposed to burn the walls? Like, what was the way you were supposed to figure that out? I'm interested. Was there something I just missed? Was there something that Navi said? Huh. Okay. There's clearly some sort of thing here. Scarecrow song? Is the Scarecrow song required from game completion as well? Do you need the Scarecrow song to beat the game? Hey, do you need the Scarecrow song to beat the video game? Is that true? Or am I... Is that wrong? Yeah, fire arrows should work. It's crazy to me that fire arrows don't. I guess maybe you don't need the... Could fire arrows blow up these bombs? Let me check. Normal arrows blow up bombs. So you don't even need to use fire arrows. You don't even use fire arrows. That was just wishful thinking. I was wondering if you needed the Scarecrow song to beat the game. Nope, sorry. I didn't mean to cast Nehru's Love. That's my bad. I am now protected. I didn't mean to cast Nehru's Love. Such a useful time block. Such a useful time block. To get this one heart. I am in a holy diamond. I cannot be injured while I'm in my holy diamond. Lens of truth, please. I can't do anything while I'm in my holy diamond. Hope you guys like this sound effect. How long does the holy diamond last? Forever, I guess. I didn't mean to cast this. Oh, interesting. The sound goes up in pitch if it's like... T-zone. Okay. Let's go carefully. Let's go carefully. Yes, perfect. No notes. Like the Temple of Shar. Everything's like the Temple of Shar. Or the Temple of Shar is more like everything. Whee! He didn't ask to borrow it? How come it's all of Zelda's? Is it the best boss in the game? Your sleep schedule messed up again. Welcome! At least he came for the boss. There he is. Phantom Shadow Beast. Thank you for the penny. I always appreciate it. Can I hit his hands? That was really close. That was really close. That was really close. Ow. He hitted me. Okay, Nintendo loves their bosses that is collection of... Why can't I hit him? Collection of hands and floating head eye boss. Classic Nintendo boss. No! I want to hurt you. I like his little music he's... Or I guess she, right? Like Bongo Bongo's a she. Pretty sure I remember reading that somewhere. Oh. Not the decapitating neck chop. Ugh. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! I'm probably making my life harder by wearing... Got to go. I didn't realize it'd be late. Link got this. We got it, Ocean. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time, Ocean. I always appreciate when you come in to say hello. And also, congratulations on the new truck. Come on. Ugh! Get hit! Very short window to hurt the boss here. Made worse by my insistence to use the boots of no walking speed. Nice, nice. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. 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 That was good damage. The fist. Get hit, get hit, get hit, get hit. Isn't that... So, I'm trying to remember the lore of Bongo Bongo. I'm pretty sure that that's its head stump, right? No, 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 no. That was really close. Like, this is a decapitated and de-armed individual who was executed by the Sheikah. Woo! Wild and out. Collection of all the executed souls. It's dead, whatever it is. Turns into TV static. It becomes a blurry little man. And now, it's dead. It's dead. Let's go collect one of our heart containers. Let's go collect one of our heart containers. Very good. 19 hearts, boys and girls. 19 hearts. Sucks that you came in so late, Cobalt, because that was all we were planning to do. That was all we were planning to do. Ooh, Chamber of the Sages. Yeah, this is interesting because this is one of the only dungeons where Impa did not show up at any point. She just did not talk to us at any point in the dungeon, unlike the other sages who show up and talk to us, except for Saria. Saria never shows up. A boy with the noble Zelda's ocarina. As I expected, you have come. I am Impa, one of the Sheikah. I am Princess Zelda's caretaker. I am also the sage who guards the Shadow Temple. With your wakizashi and your weird breastplate, we, Sheikah, have served the royalty of Hyrule from generation to generation as attendants. However, on that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked, and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the Sacred Realm, the hidden treasure of the royal family, the Ocarina of Time. My duty bound me to take Zelda out of Ganondorf's reach. When last I saw you, as we made our escape from the castle, you were just a lad. Now I see that you have become a fine hero. I love Impa's really big sword in Hyrule Warriors. I also love Impa's really big sword in Hyrule Warriors. I don't think she's a very good character. Neither her Naginata or big sword are particularly amazing, but I do love that she has a ridiculously big sword. There's nothing to worry about. The princess is safe now. Soon, you'll meet Princess Zelda face to face, and she will explain everything. That is when we, the 6 wise ones, will seal up the evil king and return peace to Hyrule. I have to stay here. You go to Princess Zelda's side and protect her on my behalf. Now I put my power, which should be helpful to you, into this medallion. Look at that aside. Which should be helpful to you. It should be helpful. Yeah, the medallions were originally going to provide magic spells and powers, I'm pretty sure. I remember reading that the medallions were going to be more than just collectibles and that they were actually going to be game mechanics. And that is not so anymore. Like the Water Temple, Fire Temple, and Light Temple, or Light Temple, this is the Light Temple, technically, would give you the arrows, respectively, and stuff like that. You received the Shadow Medallion. Impa awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. Beep bop bop, beep beep bop bop. Please look out for the princess. Nope. If the princess dies, then the monarchy has no heir. And if the monarchy has no heir, I am free to install an autocratic dictatorship. We don't live in Hyrule anymore. We live in the Democratic Republic of Link. The Democratic Republic of Link. where I install myself as the forever ruler. Yes, good plan, me. No one will ever see it coming. Alright! I mean, that's the Shadow Temple completed. This isn't Hyrule, it's my rule. That's funny, Inthafin. I'm taking that. That's funny. I'm taking that. I like that a lot, Inthafin. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Da, 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 ba, ba, ba. Do you think your cuckoo's happy yet? Lady, do you think your cuckoo's happy yet? Oh, your cuckoo looks pretty happy. He must have awakened an extremely lazy guy. You're a good cuckoo keeper. I'll give you a rare, valuable cuckoo if you're interested. You've been playing an old MMO? Tell me about the old MMO. I'll listen to your old MMO story. Its name is Kojiro, and it used to be my brother's cuckoo. Its blue body is quite charming. It's so cute! Since my brother has gone, it's strange, but Kojiro has stopped crowing. Do you want to keep Kojiro? Yes. I have heard of City of Heroes, but I have never played City of Heroes. And Chuck, yeah, he was happy for a long time. He just needed to... I feel like I showed it to her, and she was not... I showed her my chicken, and she did not think it was very happy. And this was after I woke up Talon, so I don't know why she didn't like my chicken. You returned the pocket cuckoo and got Kojiro in return. Unlike other cuckoos, Kojiro rarely crows. My brother must have been very lonely. Lady, what? I showed you my cuckoo. Please respond. Oh no! My brother must have been very lonely. Lady, what? Surprise! Let's complete the big Goron sword. Surprise! We probably won't complete it. I just want to... It got closed down a long while back, but private server got greenlit. I love when people do private servers for MMOs. I love when people resurrect MMOs with private servers. I wholeheartedly believe in stop killing games. I wholeheartedly believe in stop killing games. Oh, is City of Heroes where Knife Dad comes from? Does anybody here watch Monster Factory? Do we have any Monster Factories in the chat? I know Return of Reckoning actually has people who can develop on it more. Return of Reckoning has people who can develop on it more. They haven't added the Skaven. I want them to make more stuff with it. But, I mean, it's really hard. It's really hard, especially if you're not getting any money. You know what I had today, actually? I had tea and honey, but it was specifically a Russian black tea. Named after Tsar Nicholas II, actually. It was good tea. It was good freaking tea. I might have more tea after this, guys. And I gotta ask, this might be... I gotta ask. If you guys drink tea, do you put milk in your tea? Do you guys milk your tea up? Kojiro? Why? Normally only a nice guy like me can tame you. Which means you must be a nice guy! Must be! You must be! Please, Mr. Nice Guy! Please! Deliver this stuff to the old hag in the potion shop in Kakariko Village. This will disappear if you take too long, so you gotta hurry. You got an odd mushroom. A fresh mushroom like this is sure to spoil quickly. Take this to the Kakarino potion shop, quick. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I feel like Knife Dad was in City of Heroes, but I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. 3 minutes. Hag. Need to go to Hag. 3 minutes left on Hag potion. Is that a mushroom? Interested in learning about Monster Factory? Interested in learning about Monster Factory? Apparently they did a new video. My sister was talking about how they did a new video. Monster Factory is a YouTube series originally started on Polygon by I think their last name is pronounced McElroy, the McElroy brothers, who are a comedian group of guys who are entertainers and comedians and content creators, and they used to work for Polygon, which you may know as a gaming news journal company. Yeah, you're aware of the trio. So they, every time I've drank tea, my throat got really dry and hurt a little. That doesn't feel normal. You know? That doesn't feel normal. That's like me and citrus, actually. Citrus, dries me out real bad. But one of the things that they ended up creating was a character, I think in Cities of Heroes, called Knife Dad, who was a big wolf man covered in knives. I don't know how to get to the potion shop normally. I don't think this is the most optimal way to do it. Hey, bud. No! Oh, no! How do you get to the potion shop normally? Through the potion shop, one of the shops has a back door. Can I open it at night? What? What do you mean? I don't know how to get to the potion shop normally. Is it one of these? No, it's not! What do you mean? I'm so nervous. One of the shops has a back door. I'm so gonna mess this up. This shop. Guys! What do you mean closed until morning? What do you mean closed until morning? I'm so mad! What do you mean closed until morning? You're joking! No, we can save it. We can save it. Come on! No, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. This is literally so sad. Ah! We were right there, man. We were right there. Oh, my own hubris. No Goron shortcut. Run across entire Hyrule field. No Goron shortcut. Only Hyrule Field. Only Hyrule Field. Which hand, the which hand is it? I need to rewatch that show. Are they working on another season? I don't know if they're working on another season. It's a good show, though. Okay, let's not get locked out because of the sun. Let's not get locked out because of the sun. How about that? How about that? Not get locked out because of the sun. Don't you get, like, if you use a warp song, it spoils instantly? No, instantly. Go, Epona. We must go fast. We must go faster. But Monster Factory is basically... I don't think I explained the premise well. I'm gonna go back to Monster Factory. Monster Factory is basically they go into games with character creators and try to create the worst looking character they can. Without it being, like, overtly disgusting or something. It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be a funny character creator thing. And the more robust the character creator, the more interesting the character they create. It actually has pointed me to a couple of games. I bought a couple of different games because of Monster Factory. Because their character creators intrigue me so much. And I love a good character creator. I get instantly turned off of an RPG. I don't know if you guys do, but I get instantly turned off of an RPG if you can't create your own character. If you're making me play as a character, I'm probably not going to like your RPG as much. I love creating my own character. Okay, Mushroom Lady. You're Anju's grandmother in Majora's Mask. Snoof, snoof, snoof. What a mysterious smell. You must have something. Have my mushroom! City of Heroes lets you make any type of character you like, which is why I think they made Knife Dad. That bum. He had to go into the forest. I see. Hey! Give it to me now! It's not much of a blackout. If you see that fool, give this to him. It is the strongest medicine I have ever produced. However, this potion will not work on a monster. Who is the monster and who is the man? It's more of a poultice if it's in powdered form, isn't it? Like, it says odd potion, but wouldn't it be more of a poultice since it's powdered? The fact Marvel sued them because you can make a facsimile of any of their characters should be a testament. Did they win? Did they win? I still think the most dumb lawsuit I have ever heard is Captain Marvel being sued by Marvel Comics and losing the rights to the name and having to be changed to Shazam, even though Marvel, as a company, is newer than Captain Marvel the character. They settled out of court? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. IP law is insane. IP law is insane. You know that happened to DC twice? DC lost the naming rights to 2 of their characters, even though they had named their characters first. The first time they did that was Captain Marvel, who had to change his name to Shazam. The second time was Terminator, who had to change his name to Deathstroke. Deathstroke is a way cooler name, though, so I think they won out on that. But it's still crazy that Terminator the movie came out after Terminator the DC character, and they still had to change their name. They say that there is no medicine that can cure a fool. I guess that's true. I love this little... It's like a little tiger with a gem in its head. It's like a... What is that? Like Purloin from Pokemon. It's a little tiger with a gem in its head. Marvel vs. City of Heroes was the second dumbest suit. What is the first? What is the first dumbest lawsuit you have ever heard? I am interested. I feel like it's more of a poultice. He's selling a fish. I think there's like a chipmunk in here. Nintendo V Pocket Pair. What's that? Give me the lowdown, Cobalt. Hit me with the lowdown, Cobalt. I want to hear the lowdown of Nintendo versus Pocket Pair. I know Nintendo is like evil. My character's named Exo Girl. She's a Venom-like character. Her body is a biosuit that looks similar to the movie Venom, but she's purple. That sounds fun. Can you just download it? City of Heroes? And there's probably not monetization anymore since it's a private server. That's always one of the coolest things about MMOs going offline, is they lose all the subscription-based modeling. Difficult on mobile, we'll put it on Discord later. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I am interested. Yeah, I might look it up later, Nikki. That sounds really fun. That actually sounds really fun. They have a deal with the rights holders. Uh-oh. That's scary. That's scary. That's scary. They have a deal with the rights holders. Did they just resurrect it and all the monetization is intact? Because if so, that would be so sad. That would be so sad. We're at half magic. Half bad magic? What is that from? They're allowed to develop the game, but they can't monetize it? Good. They probably have, like, a donation scheme or something like that. Not scheme. I meant scheme as in, like, not like they're scheming and scamming people. It's like, they probably have a donation structure set up. Maybe like a Patreon or a Ko-Fi, so you can donate to the dev team. And allow them to continue making the game. That guy isn't here anymore. Anybody who comes into the forest will be lost. Everybody will become a Stalfos. Everybody, Stalfos. So, he's not here anymore. Why are you so happy about that, little lady? That guy isn't here anymore. Anybody who comes into the forest will be lost. Everybody will become a Stalfos. Everybody. Stalfos. So he's not here anymore. Yeah, but what am I supposed to do, lady? What is street justice? What is a street justice power? Yes, I would love to talk to Saria. Bink? This is Saria. Can you hear me? If all 6 sages come together, we can imprison Ganondorf, the king of evil, in the sacred realm. But in order to make a perfect seal, we need the 7th sage. Someone you know must be that sage, Pink. From now on, you must travel between past and future to awaken the remaining sages. Keep up the good work, Pink! No. Punching is street justice. You have the power of punching. How many people has she seen turn into a Stalfos? Since she's immortal, probably more than we can count. Since she's immortal, probably more than we can count. Does she want the potion now? Do you want my weird poultice? It defends you against the Darkspawn. Do you want this? That guy isn't here anymore. Anybody who comes into the forest will be lost. Everybody will become a Stalfos. Everybody, Stalfos. So he's not here anymore. Only his saw is left. Okay. That medicine is made of forest mushrooms. Give it back! No. It just ends the dialogue. Give it back! Okay. God, you're pushy. Aren't you Mito's sister? Explains a lot. You returned the odd potion and got the poacher saw. That young punk guy must have left this behind. Are you going to be too? So it seems like she kind of gets a perverse glee from watching people get lost in the woods and turn into Stalfos. She's a capricious little imp, isn't she? A capricious little forest imp. Well then, Fado. Okay. Poacher saw. Now what? Now what? Now we got the poacher saw. Yeah, like a true fae. She is like a true fae. Now what? Who would use a saw? Who would use a saw? We got a cool saw. Who would use a saw? She also Rule 63s herself for a later game too. So she becomes a dude? Or does she just merge with her brother? And they become one holy individual. There's some carpenters out by the Gerudo. That there is. Aren't there a few of those guys out there? Can I lift this rock up? Prepare to get hit by a rock! Oh, I missed. There are indeed some carpenters out by the Gerudo. Stop going in big circles around me. I'm not your friend. Though I'm probably going the wrong way to the Gerudo. Am I going the wrong way to the Gerudo? Fado, former Sage of Wind. Former Sage of Wind. Ganondorf murks the Sage of Water in Twilight Princess. Whoever that old guy was. Because they all looked the same. Okay, as a sage, do you have like unnaturally long life, or like are you like half spirit, or how does being a sage work? Okay, my horse is stuck. I put your character's default costume in this soiva. If I make a character, I'll show you what I end up making. How about that? How about that? I'll show you what I end up creating. It'll either be someone ridiculous or someone edgy. Can I make a magical girl? Can I make a magical girl? Hey! I heard you saved my men! When they returned, we built this bridge! Haha! Look at this! Isn't it a fine bridge? They may be wimpy carpenters, but once they all got together, they got that job done. You got ghosts in your blood? I might make a magical girl. Because there was a Zora and Kokiri Sage and Wind Waker. Huh. Hey! That saw! It's mine! Bud, I thought I left that saw with my old lady. Oh, well. My big Goron tool broke. So I was going to Goron City to get it repaired. You coming here is great timing. Will you give me my saw? No. What? You're a dirty, rotten thief! Good kid, thanks. I'm sorry I can't give you something as good in return, but take this anyway. You traded the poachers for a broken Goron sword. I thought we already had a broken Goron. Oh, we have two. Laruto and Fado. They got one hit KO'd by Ganon before you started. That's Sag. That's Sag. That's Sag. How do we know that's the same Fado? What if the name was passed down to a different Fado? So is the Big Goron sword quest implying that this is the Cuckoo Lady's dad, and the Cuckoo Lady's brother is a punk guy? I thought we already got the spiders here. Did we not get the spiders here? Because there was one back here, right? And I think it's dead. And then there was one above the waterfall over here. Oh, behind the tent. Behind the tent. I know we got the one behind the pillar. Oh, we didn't get the one behind the tent, though. We did not get the one behind the tent. Ah, look at that. We're at 92. 92 spiders. 92 spiders. Very close. Very close. Okay, so we need to go back to Big Goron. Let's go back to Big Goron. The biggest of Gorons. Yeah, we have 2 minutes and 28 seconds. We're fine. What is the heart-to-time exchange rate? What is the heart-to-time exchange rate? This is the dungeon. This is not right. This is the dungeon. This is not right. This is the dungeon. This isn't right. This is the dungeon. This isn't right. Now we gotta go up the big ladder. Now we gotta go up the big ladder. 4 seconds per fourth of heart. That is weird. That is a weird amount of time per fourth of heart. So a full heart is 16 seconds? That's strange. That's strange. Which means it'll never exchange, like, cleanly. It'll never exchange cleanly. I don't know about that. I don't know if I like that. We can pick this up. Can't we? Or do we just break it with the hammer? Ooh, there's a hole here. Aww. It's business, scrubs. It's capitalism. That's all that's left in the hole. Goron City. Head on down to Goron City. Hammer rock hit with the hammer rock. Indafin, are you suffering a stroke? Are you okay? Your brain can't be leaking. I need your brain. You helped me beat the video game. Hammer rock hit with the hammer rock. Is your brain leaking? That's awesome, though. Thanks for sharing your stroke with the audience. Thank you for sharing your stroke with the audience. That's pretty awesome. Thank you so much. I bet everybody really appreciates it. Okay, we gotta keep going up. We gotta... How many times have I been up this stupid mountain? How many times have I gone up to the top? Tippity 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 top of this dumb rock. I think controller or corruptor would be archetype for a magical girl. Controller or corruptor? Don't stroke out. That sounds lewd. I think I'm losing the plot. I think I'm losing the plot. It's starting to fall apart. At least the mountain isn't trying to kill me for climbing it. At least the mountain isn't trying to kill me for climbing it. He is the premier rock climber this side of the planet. Empathy. I love empathy being a secondary emotion. Ow, what the frick? Stop it. Where are you? Okay, that was way harder than it needed to be. My bad. Very good. We did it. I don't know. It's interesting because the bow has no reticle, right? And the center of the bow is not where the arrow goes. But there was, like, there is kind of, like, a way to intuit where the arrow's gonna go. You know what I mean? Yeah, that Tektite was indeed comboing me. It was hitting me with the super duper combo. My brother opened a new store. Okay. Your own class? That sounds complicated. That broken knife is surely my work. I really want to repair it, but because of yesterday's eruption, my eyes are irritated. There are fine eye drops in Zora domain. You will find them if you go to see King Zora. Please go get the eye drops. You got checked in with the broken Goron sword and received prescription. Go see King Zora. Or if your primary skill type would be your flavor of magical girl, and empathy gives you healing and buffing. Yeah, empathy would probably be thematically appropriate, unless I'm danger magical girl, no one alive. You don't know if I'm gonna be danger girl, no one alive. It's the owl, or no, it's the Shen comics, right? The Shen comics, where it's like, with the power of hope, friendship, and incredible violence, we will defeat any evil. Eye drops are the only timer section that you can warp, because heat timer pauses eye drop timer. Really? One class's power is just gun. I think DC Universe Online had a similar thing. DC Universe Online had a similar thing where the character's power was just that they had guns. I'm going to defeat you with the power of love and this gun I found. Yeah, exactly, right? Sometimes you can just defeat a guy with the power of Ra. No? Yay! We did it! We remembered it! This is one of my favorites, actually. I do like the Serenade of Water. I do like the Serenade of Water. I want to warp! Why can't I warp? Too late, I warped. The prescription's still there. Frozen shortcut. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. The shortcut is indeed frozen. I forgot about that. When are they gonna thaw that out? Have they gotten any people on that? Have they gotten any people on that to thaw that mess out? Yeah, I forgot about that. That really puts the egg on my face. That really puts the egg on my face, and not on your face, where I would prefer it to be. I would prefer if the egg was on your face. Come on, bud. Oh. I would prefer it if the egg was on your face. But the egg is currently situated boiling on my face. I'm probably gonna go to sleep, but would you like me to link the game to the server? That'll probably be nice. Is it like just the, is it like you download it there? Or is the game hosted on, like, an online server? It'll thaw. It'll thaw, eventually. You know what would be cool? If fire arrows could maybe melt something every now and then. Maybe fire arrows could help in some way. They don't really have a dedicated website. It's hosted on a forum. That's interesting. It's hosted on a forum. Isn't that how you find pirates online again on a forum? Pretty sure you find pirates online on a forum too. I should download Return of Reckoning. I really do like Return of Reckoning a lot. It would probably be really fun to play. I played a mod in Total Warhammer 3 today. It's a new mod that... Well, it's not a new mod, but it's a new mod to me. And it's pretty fun. It is pretty fun. It's not balanced. It's someone's OC Legendary Lord being added to the Dark Elf faction. And I'm a big fan of OC Legendary Lords. Yes! Make your own character and slap them into Warhammer Fantasy. The setting is so good for that. Yes, give me your OCs. Make them a little OP. That's so much fun. You know, I had an idea for an edgy magical girl. Please tell me. I love edgy OCs. Yes, see? Like, yes. Share with me your OCs. Share with me your ridiculous OC. Twitch gonna eat your battery? I'm sorry. Well, have yourself a wonderful night. Thank you for dropping in, Cobalt. I'm sorry that, you missed, the entirety of the Shadow Temple, but that's okay. That's okay. You were here for the Big Oron quest. As much as we have done of it. Once we get the eye drops, are we pretty much almost done with the sword quest? I think it's so funny that the Octoroks kind of replace Smacky is here with this penny and your new danger stick. And your new danger stick. I will, just for you. Just for you. She was basically the 6th ranger, but she was found by the villains, and she wasn't really accepted by the team. She was only accepted after half the team was decimated. She was the only survivor of the big... Yeah, that does sound like an edgy magical girl. I like that idea. The sole survivor. Is she still a good guy, just like a knight in sour armor? I feel like that would be good. If she's still a good guy, but she's just, like, all edgy. I think it would be really fun to have an older magical girl who's like in her 30s and a heavy smoker, but she's still a magical girl, right? So you have all these like high school age friendship and love and magical girls, and then you have a woman who's an office worker in the daytime and a magical girl whenever there's a kaiju. I think that would be a good character. Eye drop leads tend to claim check leads to sword. Yay! So we can warp to the volcano and it won't overwrite the eye drop timer. Is that what you said? A knight in sour armor. I really like that idea. I think it would have been sad if she turned evil. I like that she stays good. But now you got me. I think my City of Heroes character might be a chain-smoking 30-year-old office worker magical girl. I feel like that sounds like such a fun character. Not to pat myself on the back, but that sounds like a really fun character. Ooh, this is, well, eye drops. You might say we have them. You might say we don't. We do have the ingredients. If you take the ingredients to the doctor at the lake laboratory, he can make the drops for you. But you need to deliver them fresh. Can you make it before they spoil? I hope so. You received the prescription used on Eyeball Frog! Be quick and deliver it to Lake Hylia while it's cold! You do need to be fast about getting the eye drops to Big Oron, because the eye drops timer will resume the moment you get out of the volcano. 5 seconds. Guys, I think I goofed up the eyeball frog already. I goofed up the eyeball frog. I goofed up the eyeball frog. I goofed up the eyeball frog. Eyeball frog. You know for a fact I'm gonna get screwed over by... No, let go. No, stop! Stop it! I'm gonna get screwed over by the fences. I'm gonna get so screwed over by the fences. Don't shoot me. Guys, it's not looking good. Wait, can we follow the river all the way back to Lake Hylia? Can we follow the river all the way back to Lake Hylia? Is that a possibility? Things wash out into the... No, wait. That doesn't seem right. Is it? Eyeball frog! Eyeball frog! Guys, we might not make it the first time around. This river empties into a pond! What empties into Lake Hylia? Where is the source of Lake Hylia? The primary powers for controllers include control over arsenals, darkness, earth, electricity, fire, gravity, ice, illusion, mind, plants, explosions, music, and wind. Ooh, I'm immediately drawn to gravity and wind. I feel like those are both good for like a jaded magical girl. I feel like those are both really fun. I'm kind of leaning towards wind. I don't know. What do you guys think? What would you like for a jaded 30-year-old office worker magical girl? What do you think she would have control over? Because, like, she used to be just a normal magical girl. But she's now been... See, look, I told you! I told you I'd get screwed over by the fences! See, wind. I think wind makes sense. 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 Eyeball frog! Hold on, buddy! You're still freezing cold! Come on, come on, come on, come on. 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 Look at my frog! Hello there, son. I'm researching the process of making medicine, mixing Lake Hylia's water with various unusual compounds. Perhaps you've met that old lady from the potion shop? She is like a student of mine. Ho, ho, ho. Look at this. Oh, wow. I haven't seen an eyeball frog like this since Zora's domain froze over. These eyeballs are so delicious. Tonight I will cook fried eyeballs for the first time in a long time. Such great stuff. Please say thank you to King Zora. Eh? What? These are for making Big Goron's eye drops. Oh, how disappointing. You should have said so in the first place. Though explosions does sound really silly too, because it's like she shows up with a cigarette dangling from her mouth and then in the sailor outfit, and she goes, okay, just give me a second, and then blows up whatever is happening. That sounds really silly too. Here it is. This medicine doesn't have any preservatives in it, so it won't last long at this temperature. Run as fast as you can to Death Mountain. You're young. You can do it. Called Pyrotechnic. You traded the eyeball frog for the world's finest eye drops. Hurry! Take them to Big Goron before they go bad. Okay, so you said you have like 5 seconds to show them to Big Goron the second you get out of the volcano. You have 5 seconds to show them to Big Goron the second you get out of the volcano? Is that what you said? And do you talk to him? Should I just run there? What do you think? Maybe I'll just run there. I feel like it's safer for me to run there. We have 4 minutes. I know that this seems... I don't know. What do you... I think we gotta take the run. I think we can do it. The moment he stands up, his show drops. I think we can do it. I think we can do it, guys. You believe in me. And all I need is your belief. All I need is your belief. I'm invincible with your belief. No! Stupid fences! Why don't they ever work for me? I'm looking at the secondary powers, and there are some neat effects here. Are you looking at, like, the character creator? This actually sounds really fun, Nikki. I like the idea. I have so many superhero OCs. You cannot believe it. I have so many superhero OCs, you cannot believe it. Is one of the powers light? Light manipulation? That would be really cool. I love light manipulation. I think it's really, really neat. I feel like there's not enough characters who have light manipulation. Come on, stupid horse. Thank you. I love you, horse, but sometimes you're stupid. I love you, dog! Yep, let's roll up the mountain, guys. I have gone up this stupid mountain so many times. I have gone up this stupid mountain so many times, and we will go up yet again. We will go up yet again. And then we can complete the entirety of the Spirit Temple using nothing but Bigoron's sword. How exciting is that? Storm summoning might be a good secondary for a wind magical girl. Indeed. Indeed. Storm summoning does sound pretty cool. She's just like a jaded storm. Is that game, like, balanced? Like, what's the goal, right? Because there's probably, like, an utterly ridiculous amount of heroes. Is it like, One Punch Man, where the city is just huge? So there's thousands of heroes, but there's also, like, millions of people in the city, and there's also, like, a lot of villains who can cause a lot of damage if they are left unchecked. Basically. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like One Punch Man. I freaking love the... There is a One Punch Man fighting game where one of the big draws is you make your own guy. One of the big draws is you make your own person. And that's really fun. Come on. I think we got it. I think we got it, kids. I think we got it. We got it. We're so good. We're so good at the video game. Dude, your eye drops. Dude, your eye drops. Really? You brought the eye drops? I'm so relieved. I'm gonna use them right now. Wow! This is stimulating. It's working great. It's One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows. It also has the advantage of only retelling the first season, so it never gets bad. Amen. It never gets bad. Now I can get back to my blade business. My work is not very consistent, so I'll give this to you so you won't forget. After a few days, please return. Wait. Just wait patiently. Corruptor apparently gets Energy Blast, which is the closest I can see to light manipulation. Saja! Saja! You got the Bigoron sword claim check. You can't wait for the sword to be completed. Well, let me look at that. Not yet. Hey, you. You are impatient. Yeah, I did know about the Sun Song. I did know about the Sun Song. How many times do you have to play it? Like 2 or 3 times? Okay. How many times can I mess up the Sun Song? Like Jesus. The sword has to be made like Jesus. How many times can I mess up the Sun Song? How many times can I mess up the Sun Song? How many times can I mess up the sun song? So that was one day, right? This will be second day. This will be day 2. He crucify his sword? Unfortunately so. Unfortunately so. It was made using a knife from a carpenter. And a carpenter got turned into a skeleton. And and the carpenter was the son of a father who was also a carpenter and could be an allegory for God. Bigoron's quest is an allegory for the life of Jesus Christ. Except Jesus didn't ascend into heaven. He got turned into a cool sword. They don't have... It's because you can be edgy. And there's a frog. That's not important, but I wanted to mention it. It might be incredibly important. The frog represents Judas? Peter? John? Zacchaeus. The frog represents Zacchaeus, the wee little man, and the wee little man was he. Yeah, that tracks. That makes sense. The sword is my finest work. You handed in the claim check and got Bigoron's sword. This blade was forged by a mastersmith and won't break. Look at that, guys. We got our cool new sword. Let's use it on this Tektite. Yes. It's super long, and it does double the damage of the Master Sword. So, it probably would have been nice in the Spirit Temple, but the Spirit Temple doesn't have a lot of combat encounters, actually. It's mostly just rooms with puzzles in them. So, granted, Pyrotechnic is kind of like Light, now that it looks less like explosions and more like Jubilee, which would also be good for a magical girl. Everyone Stalfos means everyone suffers enough, as it is just existing as our Jesus stand-in experiences by becoming Stalfos. It works! It works! It works, it works, it works, it works, it works! It works, it works, it works, it works, it works, it works, it works. Alright, guys. I think that's where we're gonna call it for tonight. One of its attacks is Hypnotizing Lights. I think I'm kind of drawn to Pyrotechnics over Wind. Sorry if everybody really liked the Magical Girl idea where she does wind and storms, but I really like the idea of lights. What does this make the little freak who likes Stalfos? Is she the devil? She's the devil! She is the devil from the Bible. She's the biblical devil. She likes it when people turn into Stalfos, because she represents death. Death of the spirit. She represents death of the spirit. Alright, guys. Good night. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a lovely time. I know I did, and I always do when you come in to watch. Good night.